Welcome to the lecture series of signal system. In this lecture, we will include some more examples to identify whether they are energy signals or they are power signals, or they neither are energy nor power signals. And in the previous lecture, we have seen this example to identify whether it is energy or power signal. So energy of this signal is finite and power is 0. It means that this signal is an energy signal. Now there are two more signals given here. One is xt is equal to ut. So if we will go through the graph of this signal ut, it is unit step function which will look like this. From the graph it is clear that this signal is having infinite duration. This signal has infinite duration because it exists from 0 to infinite. It means that if we calculate energy of this signal, to calculate energy of this signal we have to integrate this signal from minus infinite to plus infinite, and this will give value like t from minus t to t, which is equal to 2t, where t tends to infinite. It means that energy of this signal will be infinite. Energy of this signal will be infinite. So in the given example of xt is equal to ut, energy is infinite. Now look, what will be the power of this signal? It is 1 by 2t, where t tends to infinite, minus t to t 1 square dt, which is equal to 1 by 2t into t from minus t to t, which is equal to 1 by 2t into 2t, which is equal to 1. So the power of this signal will be 1 and energy of this signal will be infinite. It means that this signal has a finite power and infinite energy. That indicates that this signal is a power signal, because power of this signal is finite, which is equal to 1, and energy of this signal is infinite, which indicates that this signal is a power signal. Now look, in this case xt is equal to tut. This signal will look like xt is equal to tut. When we will calculate energy of this signal, means when we will calculate limit t tends to infinite minus t to t square dt, which will result in t cube by 3 from minus t to t. It means that it is t cube by 3 plus t cube by 3, 2t cube by 3, where t tends to infinite. This signal will go to, this integration will result in a value equal to infinite. And when, because this will result in 2t cube divided by 3 and t tends to infinite, it means that this will result in a value infinite. And when we will calculate power of this signal, power of this signal will be 1 by 2t, where t tends to infinite, into this value 2t cube by 3, 2t cube by 3. This will cancel out. It will become t square by 3, where t tends to infinite, and power of this signal is also infinite. So the signal xt is equal to tut. Signal xt is equal to tut has infinite energy and it also has infinite power. That means this signal is neither energy signal nor power signal. In the next slide we will include some examples from discrete time signals. As shown here, we have to identify whether the given discrete time signal is energy signal or power signal. The given example is 1 by 2 power n into un. So to calculate the energy, this is the formula. N tends to infinite, summation from minus n to n, xn square. Xn square. Xn is 1 by 2 power n, which exists only for positive values of n because this signal is multiplied by un. So n will take values from 0 to infinite. So I will put limit here from 0 to infinite. 1 by 2 power n square, I will put in place of xn 1 by 2 power n, it will become 1 by 4 power n. It will become 1 by 4 power n and put limit from 0 to n because un is multiplied here. Because un is multiplied, this signal will exist only for positive values of n. That's why the limit here is from 0 to n. And when we will go from 0 to n, it will form a GP having infinite number of terms. When I will put n equal to 0 here, it will give 1. When I will put n equal to 1, it will give 1 by 4. When I will put n equal to 2, it will give 1 by 2, 1 by 4 square, and so on. It will lead to infinite number of terms. So it is a GP having infinite number of terms, and to calculate summation of such type of terms, we will use the formula a upon summation is equal to a upon 1 minus r. R is ratio here. So value of r is 1 by 4. I will put in this a is equal to 1, r is equal to 1 by 4. A upon 1 minus r will give 4 by 3 joules. So the energy of the given discrete time signal is 4 by 3 joules, and this 4 by 3 will be divided by 2n plus 1. 4 by 3 divided by 2n plus 1 to calculate the power of the signal, where n tends to infinite. N tends to infinite. This will give the power of this signal. 4 by 3 will be divided by 2n plus 1 here to calculate the power. And because n tends to infinite, this will give a result equal to 0. It means that energy of the given signal is finite, which is 4 by 3, and power of the given signal is 0, which directly indicates that this signal is an energy signal. Now move to the next example, which is given here. A complex function e power j pi by 3 n plus pi by 2. Whatever is given here, I earlier told you that e power j theta is written in short, it is equal to cos theta plus j sin theta. When I will take modulus of this function, we will get modulus of e power j theta will be equal to 1, which is equal to root of cos square theta plus sin square theta. So modulus of e power j theta will always result in 1. Modulus of e power j theta will always result in 1. So whatever is the value of theta, because in the question value of theta is given pi by 3n plus pi by 2. Whatever the value of theta, it doesn't matter, the modulus of this function e power j theta will always equal to 1. So here to calculate the energy, I will put modulus of the function square of the modulus of the function, so it will become square of 1, and limit will be from minus n to n, where n tends to infinite, and this will lead to a value, means if I will calculate summation of 1 from minus n to n, it will take total 2n plus 1 samples. 1 will be added, 1 plus 1 plus 1, it will be added 2n plus 1 times, and it will result in 2n plus 1, where n tends to infinite. N tends to infinite, that's why it will result in energy of the signal will become infinite. And if we calculate power of this signal, then power is calculated by using the formula limit n tends to infinite 1 by 2n plus 1 sigma n, small n is equal to minus infinite to plus infinite mod of xn square. So value of mod of xn is 1 here, so this will lead to p is equal to limit n tends to infinite 1 by 2n plus 1, n will go from minus n to n, limit is here on 1. So when we will add up this 1 to 2n plus 1 times, it will result in 2n plus 1, means value of this summation will be 2n plus 1, and this 2n plus 1 and this 2n plus 1 will cancel each other, and this will give result equal to 1. So it means that the power of this signal is 1, energy of this signal is infinite, 1 is a finite value, energy has infinite value. This is a power signal. The next example states here is, we have to identify whether the given signal un minus 6, whether it is a power signal or an energy signal. When we will plot un minus 6, un will look like this. 1, this is un, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every sample has amplitude 1, and un minus 6 will look like, it will start from 6. Un minus 6, it is 6, 7, 8. This signal is un minus 6. When we will subtract un minus 6 from un, we will get a signal which have samples only from 0 to 5. Remaining will be subtracted and will become 0. So un minus 6 will look like this signal. From 0 to 5 every sample will have value 1. So I will put the limit here from 0 to 5 only. Because this signal is limited in the range from 0 to 5, I will put limit from 0 to 5, and when the 1 is added 5 times, when 1 will be added 5 times, it will give value 5. Then it means that energy of this signal is finite, which is equal to 5. And when we will calculate power of this signal, we will divide this term by 2n plus 1, where n tends to infinite and power will be 0. It means that energy of this signal has finite value and power of this signal has infinite value. It means that the given signal is an energy signal. As I mentioned earlier, that if a given signal has finite duration, we can, without calculation, we can say that energy of this signal will be finite. So we does not have to calculate energy of such type of signals. We have to calculate power of this signal directly, because we know that energy of this signal will be finite because this signal has a finite duration. The next example is here. The signal given is sin pi by 3 n. To calculate energy, I will put it in the formula. Xn square means sin square pi by 3n. We will convert it by using this formula. Cos 2n is equal to 1 minus 2 sin square n. From here sin square n will become 1 minus cos 2n divided by 2. Sin square n will become 1 by cos 2n divided by 2. So it will become 1 minus cos 2 pi by 3n divided by 2. Consider here 1 by 2 is out of the summation. Inside the summation the term will become 1 minus cos 2 pi by 3 n, where n goes to from minus n to n. With that calculation, we can say that summation of 1 from minus n to n, summation of this term 1 from minus n to n, it will give a value 2n plus 1, and summation of this signal from minus n to n will give some finite value. So this will give infinite value, and this term will give some finite value which will be equal to infinite. So the energy of this signal, we can strictly say that energy of this signal is infinite. And when we will calculate power of this signal, we will put the value of xn in this formula, which will become like this directly. Sin square 2 pi by 3n replaced by this term, and again I will distribute the limit like 1 by 2 limit n tends to infinite to n plus 1 minus 1 by 2 limit 1 by 2n plus 1 cos 2 pi n by 3. So look here, it is an even function. So cos of minus n will always equal to cos of n. So there is no need to put minus n here. I can take the limit from 0 to 2n. 0 to 2n. And when we will sum up this function for n equal to 0, n equal to 1, n equal to 2, n equal to 3, it will give, because the total samples from 0 to 2n will be 2n plus 1 samples. Means when this function will be add up in odd number of times for n equal to 0, n equal to 1, n equal to 2 and n equal to 4, n equal to 5, when we will add up all these values of cos 2 pi by 3, it will give a finite value. Suppose this value is a, and when we will add up 1 2n plus 1 times, it will result in 2n plus 1, because total number of samples here 2n plus 1 from minus n to n, and so that 1 will be added, 1 plus 1 plus 1, it will be added like this 2n plus 1 times. So when we will add up 1 2n plus 1 times, it will result in 2n plus 1. So this summation will give a value equal to 2n plus 1 here, and this summation will give a finite value which will be divided by 2n plus 1 where n tends to infinite. So this will become 0 because it is divided by an infinite value. It will become 0 where it will become 1 because these two will cancel each other and the value will become 1 by 2. It means that the power of the given signal is finite, whereas energy of the given signal is infinite. This indicates that the given signal is a power signal. So with all these examples, I will close this topic here, which is energy and power signals. In the next lecture, we will see what are the basic definitions of causal and non-causal signals. Thank you, and this is all for today.